I mean, at some point, are you able to retrieve them if you go back to add?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
you
So
can.
it's always in the program.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly,
what you want to view.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly,
So the same applies with plates and bolts and all
exactly. For all of
everything.
them, all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Well,
same.
that's nice
Yeah,
because there is a lot of stuff in there when you open up
yeah, exactly.
whatever. So, okay.
Yeah. So that's for material. Model role, the same thing. All right. The same thing for plate and the other stuff. So now I'm going to go to section group.
One quick question for you. Can you add your own name to something?
You can change the name, actually. Yeah, you can change them. All right. For example, it depends on what you want to change. For example, if you want to change,
Like where you had preferred classes, say, or I mean model role,
yeah,
for example.
yeah, you can create your own model role. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to show you fast, not here, not within the gap. We're going to see that. We're going to see that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but you
right.
can do that. You can create your own model role. Yeah, we're going to see that.
Okay. All right.
But at the moment, just let's take a look at a section group. All right, under section group, you can do the same thing. Add and remove them. And then try to add and remove some of these classes, and make sure you press on this apply button here, and then on your model make sure you have this one pressed, and then take a look at the changes you made. All right, do some tests.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so now under section class, if I click on this icon here, it's going to show me just the classes that I have here. All right. So if I click again, it's going to show me all of the existing classes, and this we're going to see that every time when we're working in the GAM. All right, in
Okay.
the Creative Advanced Manager. All right, class sections. You can go here, for example, under ACW. All right, and you can add some preferred sizes. For example, I always use W12 by something. For example, W12 by 46. All right, I can go here and say, okay, I want this one W12 by 30 added. I want this to be added here. The other one, for example, this one here. All right, I added these two sections. I'm going to save. I'm going to click on apply. Then I go here and update my defaults. Now if I come in here, if I click on one of my W section, all right, I have here these two sections that I added.
Okay.
All right, I have all of them here available, but I have these two preferred sizes. All right, the same thing here. If you notice, here on their section group, oops, not here on their section class, for I section, I have these two guys selected, so that's why I've got them here.
Okay.
All right. Instead of going through every classes here, I just pick one of my favorite ones. So the same thing here, you use just angle and channels, and most of the time we use all of these categories, so but you can take them off.
Okay.
Same thing for here, for material. All right. For example, if I want to have just A36 and A992, I can come in here, material. I can get rid of all of them and just keep this one and this one. All right, so section class, you know how it works.
Okay.
Section group and model role. Now let's take a look at how to add a new model role. All right, so I go here, I'm going to close this. All right, I go here on their table editor. All right, I click here under open my databases. I have all of my databases showing up. All right, then I click here, I type role. All right, it goes to Aster Base. All right, I go to Aster Base and select click on model role. All right, now what I'm going to do, I scroll down right here, and I'm gonna create a new one. All right, so here all you have to do is, if it's a model role under your steel beam, you need to select first of all, you need to put, okay, for example, I want to add the web 1, for example. Right there, I'm going to do the same thing. It's fine. Web 1 again. All right. Right here, doesn't matter. One techno. And right here, I'm going to select my all steel beam. All right. All steel beams right there. So if you're not sure what to pick for object group, check the similar ones available within the list. For example, check what you have for angles, for plates. All right, we have all of the model roles available here. All right, check them. Check which category has been selected for them, and then pick the same thing. Now if I'm happy with this, all right, I added this. All right. There's no save or apply button when it comes to database. All right. So just minimize it. Go here to the model and update your defaults. All right. Now if I click here, all right, I'm going to get that model role. It was W something.
Web
right.
1, yeah.
Right there. All right, so you can add that.
Okay.
All right, so Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the to these preferred sizes. All right. So for bolt, you can add a new bolt and new diameter. I mean, those which are not added. Actually, you can you can actually add the diameters which are available within the list, or you can remove them. But you cannot here. You cannot add any new diameter. All right. If you want to add a new diameter, it's something else. It's a little bit complicated. But you can remove and add the existing ones. But to add a new diameter, it's not as easy as model roll, okay? So, do you have any specific questions when it comes to these preferred sizes?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think everything we see here as far as diameter of bolts, I mean, you know, that looks like it covers pretty much everything that we would ever use.
Yeah. All right, so go back here on the object property editor. Here, if you want to add a new material, you can do that. All right. You can actually create a new material and put your own name, group of material, and the other features of your material. All right, so the model roll here, you can add them, but it's not, you can actually, it's better if you use the database itself to add those model roll, but there's a way of doing that here. Coding, bolt coding, notes, text, other stuff. Nothing important here, just the material and model roll. Bolts. Here you can add a new bolt, but it's we don't cover this topic on a basic training, but it's can be done. If you notice, I have I've added some new diameters here, but on your side you don't have them because on my side I have them modified. All right. So the same thing for anchors. You can add a new anchor. I don't think you need that. But if you end up adding a new anchor bolt or something new types of anchor bolt, just send us an email. We're going to help you with that, okay? Shear stud, the same thing. We can add everything here. And shear stud is easy to do. Just you need to add your the geometry here and the part name and the size. We're going to see that if you end up having a new shear stud. Table editor. So we saw that. It's all about the databases we have. So don't change anything here unless you know what you're doing, because it's your database. Or if you want to change something, make a copy of your database. All right. So to find these databases, all right, you need to go to to your Advanced Steel 2014, and right there under Steel Data, you have all of these databases. All right. You can create a copy. You can create a folder. You can make a backup of your databases, but asset setting is asset setting. They are the same thing. All right. Just here you can manage them graphically. Here you have the real database. Convert databases. This one is used if you want to upgrade your software. For example, you want to go install in 2015, and you have some joint styles, some lease traded in 2014. So to migrate from one version to another version, you can click on Convert Databases. All right. Right here, we have Open Databases. Select the old one, the one that you have some settings into that, and then click on Open. All right. It's gonna open up my database here. For example, this is 2015, and I want to transfer all of my settings from 2014 to 2015. So that's what I have to do. I need to open up my databases from 2014, and then click on Convert All. All right, this is all of the profiles that I have. For example, in 2014, if I click on Convert All, no matter what I have here selected, it's going to convert everything that I have here, but convert, not replace. All right, so you won't lose your new 2015, for example, parameters. You're just going to get those which are not available in 2015, but you have modified in 2014.
Okay.
Unit selection. If I come in here, if I change if you notice, we have everything within the GAM in metric. All right. For example, all the values here are in metric, millimeter. All right. All of these values. So if I click on unit selection, I can change that to imperial. All right. But once you do that, where's my inch? Right there. All right. I change it to imperial, for example. Apply. If I go here, I have these parameters in imperial. But once you want to put something here, you need to put that in metric. All right. For example, if you want to put 1.5, half an inch, or 1.5, or something like that, don't include this inch sign here. All right. Just put half, and it's going to get this. For example, if I put half here, I'm going to get that. But if I try to put half inch, you see, I get this message here, and it seems that there's something wrong, but there's nothing wrong. Just a different way, because advanced steel is.
So it's not, I mean, you still put it in as inches, it's just decimal of an inch instead of fraction.
Exactly. It's fractional. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't have to put the the
Like if you put 0.75 there.
yeah, exactly.
Forward.
So just put the value, but in fractional, not in imperial with this inch sign. All right, so
if you wanted 1.5 there, 1.5 won't work.
yeah, 1.5 inch, yeah.
Oh, that'd work. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go back here on their options. All right, and under options, okay, nothing to change. So we have just this option here, ask at the startup. So if you have if you wanna get this, if you want to be asked the question of selecting between standalone version and AutoCAD version, when you click on Advanced Steel, get this one checked. Have this one checked. If you don't, just uncheck this. Nothing really. It's not really important, but all right. So if I now go to license, all right, under project and help and application, nothing. We have nothing interesting. All right. If I go to license, for example, if you are working on your model but you're working on something urgent and you want to get your model and your work finished, so you have to work at home. In this case, you can transfer, all right, you can transfer your license from one machine to another one. So the way how it works is you need to come in here, all right, before you get off work, you need to return your license, all right, return the license, select, click on continue. So what it does is it's going to push this license, it's going to return this license to the server, all right. Then when you get home, you can do the same thing. You can, instead of returning, now you have this license returned and ready to use. So you need to come in here and select activate the license. All right, and put these values, serial number and activation code, and click on continue. So you're gonna get this license working. So, but just don't forget to return that license before you go to work, because you need to return your license in order to be able to activate it afterwards. All right. So
that's if you want to connect remotely. Is that what that is?
No. Because you cannot use this license more than one time and in one machine at the same time. So it means that if you have your Advanced Steel installed on your machine at work,
I see.
all right, you cannot install the same license on your machine at your place, all right?
Okay.
On another station. It can be your home. So you need to return the license from your machine to the server, all right? And then on the other station, you need to activate that license.
Okay.
That is returned, all right?
Gotcha.
The prototypes, you picked the metric ones, like the MM_.
All right, so
Renamed
them. All right, now let's take a look at these settings we have here
for sure
on there. defaults.
The metric ones, and you have
All right.
them.
So if I click on defaults,
Like this
I have a bunch of parameters here
unless you go,
to manipulate, but
maybe you did it,
for example, if I click here under default section,
that's what you have done.
I have all of the sections, default sections,
No problem.
used by Advanced Steel, for example. I can change these default sections that I'm going to get by default. All right. And then, so we have a lot of parameters here. If I want to look for something special, I check this box, and then use the keywords like, for example, weld. All right, and it's going to show me everything related to weld. Under connection elements, I have these parameters for weld, drawing general, drawing labeling. All right, so there's a lot to do here, and we don't know, because it depends on each company and the way they work. So that's why we don't go through everything here. It just show you how to work with that, how to look for the information you want to change. But if you end up with some setting and parameters that you want to change, but you don't know where to find them, so you can just send us an email, and we're going to help you with that. All right. So we have a lot here to do and change. So if you want to look for something, just use these keywords.
Okay.
Like whole that we did. All right. Do you remember? We changed that holes in erection drawings 2 days ago yesterday actually.
Okay.
All right, so now if you change something, all right, you can always check this box, you can press this button here and then click on update defaults. And if it's not what you want, you can always go back to the default location. All right, you can always just look again, check or uncheck these boxes, and it's not really important when it comes to GAM. You can change everything and just do some tests. But generally speaking, we don't really change too many things.
The software to use the metric, you have to rename them. You have to
Sometimes it's necessary to change something, but you can look for them here.
how the software will use
For example, to give you an example, if I look for color,
them. Maybe you have
all right, I have under drawing presentation this color, all right. If we scroll down, I have this item here, use color belayer in overview drawings. If I check this, if I save this, if I go back to my defaults, to my Manage tab and update my defaults, it's gonna, so if I now make my drawings, I'm gonna get the same colors that I have on my model. I'm going to get the same colors as I have here on my model when I generate my drawings. For example, what does that mean? It means that
Your handrail will be red and your beams will be blue.
Exactly.
Stairs will be pink. Okay.
Exactly. All right. The thing that you can change the parameters like that. All right. All right. Any questions?
Just a general question. about this. So, is this model specific? So you're just trying to figure out how this is a database, and we have standalones licenses, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
If you had a server license to apply to X number of clients, say, and you make this change on the server, does it apply to everybody using it, or would is it still?
If everybody,
See, if I make changes to this, then it only affects me. If Jason makes changes, it only affects him. But how does that work once it's a server license? Or is it the same concept?
Okay. So okay, if it's if everybody if you are using the same machine with the same database, all right. For example, if you are using, I'm not really sure about the server license, but if you are using the same database, all right. So if you are using the same machine, a central machine with the same database, you're gonna get the same thing, all right.
Sure.
But if not, what you have to do is you just need to copy those databases and modified that actually those databases which are related to that central model. That what I mean by central model is the one that is the main model, that the one which is saved in your network. All right. So you can copy the databases and replace it with yours. All right.
Okay.
For example, if you change something within the GAM, all right, and you want everybody to get those changes, all right, you can just copy your Aster base, your Aster setting, and you can copy that somewhere and ask your colleagues to go and look for that Aster setting and replace it with their databases.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better than, because if everybody uses the same database, you're gonna have it's memory consuming for Advanced Steel, and I think it's better if you have a central model somewhere, and then make your changes on that model, and then everybody goes there and look for databases. And those databases again are found here. So let me explain that. Aster base is used to create new model roles, new bolts, new anchors. Aster detail is related to some part of your drawings, but most of them are related to your asset adding. All right. Aster grading, so it's just for grading. Aster rules is the place where all of your connections saved. For example, you save something into your library, it goes here. All right. So if you have your library with many connections, all right. So for example, one of you guys work on connections and create many different types of connections to create a library for the company. So you can just copy that. The other guys can just copy these Aster rules right here on their machines, and they're going to get the same thing.
Okay.
Aster setting is used for every setting and changes you made within the GAM, including preferred sizes and the other stuff, the interface and everything. So this is for Aster setting, and that's it. So Aster setting, Aster rules, and Aster base are most important part of your database. All right.
ASTOR stands for Advanced Steel.
Yeah, exactly, for advanced steel. Yeah. All right.
What's the OR stand for?
Which one?
ASTOR. Just the letters.
Okay. The letter. Okay. It's actually, I think, advanced steel. Aster. I don't know. Good question. But AS is probably advanced steel, and TOR is I don't know any
something, huh?
Any clue?
Okay. All right.
All right, but it's just a name. I don't know why exactly. And the other one is here, okay? Aster adding. All right, so this one is used for your drawings.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
No.
Okay, Drago,
Nope. Yeah, hi.
how are you doing?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
not bad, thanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had to start a training yesterday when you were absent, but I think you can catch up on the training if you watch the videos, I think. Drago.
Yes, that's the plan. You know, yesterday I had emergency. I actually had to go to emergency with my daughter, so I spent all day long, and so.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's nothing serious. So
okay.
No, it's all back to normal. But so now I'm back in. You know.
Okay, great. All right. So Drago, actually, this is the last session of our class, because yesterday we covered erection drawings, how to make erection drawings, including anchor plan, framing plan, elevations, and today we just talked about GAM, how to modify, how to change settings within the GAM, and now I'm gonna give you the opportunity to ask your questions. So you can ask whatever you want. So we have enough time to answer your questions. No matter you can ask about modeling, drawing, database, any topic. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to start with Dave.
I think I'm okay for now. I have a basic understanding of how things work, I think, but it's just going to take time doing it on my own type of thing in the program, and then I'm sure later on in life I'll run into questions, but as far as now, I have none.
Okay. Drago?
Yeah, actually, I started doing something on my own and ran on a few things that I haven't seen covered in so far. Maybe you covered stuff yesterday, but one of those questions is, I have a slopes in the roof. I guess you guys covered that yesterday. When you have like drainage points that you want to have your roof lower for, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches or 3 inches, whatever. So I'm just wondering, how is that handled? Second question is also, like, maybe you can work both together. I have some beams that cantilever over the columns.
Okay.
And just wondering, how is that done in general, to see example of that being done or something like that, so that is what I have so far.
Okay, I'm going to make you presenter right away. Before I do that, I go for Jason. Jason, do you have any questions?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, so it's Guys, Dave and Jason, I'm gonna go to Drago's computer, but I'm done with the topic and with the. So if you have no questions, you actually can just leave the class. But if you want to stay, you can stay and take a look at Drago's problem, and I'm gonna catch up with Drago a little bit on drawings. I'm gonna show him how to make his drawings for erection drawings. Okay, guys. And the other thing is start making your small model in a small job, and then start making your drawings. You're gonna end up with a lot of questions, I know, and just ask your questions. All right. So before you leave, you have my Skype. Hold on a second.
I think I did see that in your emails. That you
Yeah,
had
exactly,
sent us.
exactly.
Okay.
So you have my Skype. If you're on Skype, it's easier. You can share your screen, and it's much better than sending emails. But you can always send your emails.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right,
great.
well, thanks, Yahya.
It was a great pleasure to talk to you guys, and I hope I hope you're good working with Advanced Steel. So good luck with Advanced Steel, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
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 Bye. Drago?
Yeah, hi.
Okay, can you stay because I
Sure.
want to make you presenter?
Yeah. I'll actually bring up my Advanced Steel here as well. The stuff that I've done.
Okay.
I'll show my screen. Okay. It's still trying to do it. Okay.